My friend, in this very moment, as you listen to these words, there exists within you a sanctuary of perfect peace. It is not hidden in some distant realm or reserved for the spiritually advanced. It is here now, waiting to be discovered beneath the surface ripples of your daily concerns. You may wonder how this can be true when your mind feels cluttered with worries, when the responsibilities of life seem to press upon you from every direction, when peace feels like a luxury you cannot afford. Yet I tell you with complete certainty that this inner sanctuary is your birthright. And today we shall walk together the pathway that leads directly to its doors. The great truth that most have forgotten is this: peace is not the absence of challenge. It is not found by arranging your outer circumstances to your liking. True peace is a quality of consciousness, a way of being that remains unshaken regardless of what storms may rage in the external world. Think for a moment of a deep mountain lake. On its surface, the wind may create ripples and waves, but beneath, in its depths, all is still and serene. You are like this lake. The surface of your mind may be disturbed by the winds of circumstance, but in your depths, in the great within, perfect stillness awaits your recognition. This pathway to inner peace that we shall explore together is not a theory to be pondered, but a practice to be lived. It is built upon 5 fundamental steps, each one a key that unlocks a deeper level of serenity within your soul. The first step is what I call the recognition of your true nature. Most of the anxiety and unrest you experience comes from a case of mistaken identity. You have been taught to believe that you are merely this physical body, this collection of thoughts and emotions, this bundle of memories and fears. But this is not your truth. You are a spiritual being, an individualized expression of the infinite intelligence that governs all creation. You are connected to the same source that maintains the planets in their orbits and causes the flowers to bloom in perfect timing. When you truly recognize this, when you feel it not just as an idea, but as a living reality, something magnificent happens within you. The small self that worries and frets begins to dissolve into the larger self that knows only peace. Begin each morning by quietly affirming this truth. Look into the mirror and speak these words with feeling. I am a spiritual being, connected to infinite wisdom and love. I am more than my circumstances. I am rooted in the eternal peace of the divine. Say this not as empty words, but as a declaration of your deepest reality. The second step is the practice of mental stillness. Your mind, left to its own devices, is like a restless child, jumping from worry to worry, from regret to fear and back again. But you have the power to gently guide this restless mind into stillness. Each day, set aside 10 minutes for what I call the silence. Find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply. With each exhale, release the tensions of the day. With each inhale, draw in the calm that surrounds you. When thoughts arise, and they will, do not fight them. Simply acknowledge them as you would clouds passing across the sky, and gently return your attention to your breath. In this practice, you are training your mind to be still, to rest in the peace that is always available beneath the surface chatter. Do not be discouraged if your mind seems particularly active at first. This is natural. Like training a muscle, training the mind for stillness requires patience and consistency. Each moment of stillness, however brief, is a victory that builds upon itself. The third step is the cultivation of gratitude. Here lies one of the most powerful secrets for dissolving worry and creating lasting calm. Gratitude is like a gentle rain that softens the hardened soil of anxiety, making it fertile ground for peace to take root. The worried mind is always focused on what is lacking, what might go wrong, what has not yet been accomplished. But the grateful heart sees the abundance that already exists, the blessings that are present right now, the good that surrounds us in countless forms. Make gratitude a daily practice, not just an occasional feeling. Before you rise each morning while still in bed, Find 5 things for which you are genuinely grateful. They need not be grand. The warmth of your blanket, the gift of another day, the love of a friend, the ability to see and hear and think. Throughout your day, when worry begins to knock at the door of your mind, immediately shift your attention to gratitude. What is good in this very moment? What blessing can you acknowledge right here, right now? This simple practice has the power to transform your entire mental atmosphere from one of lack to one of abundance, from fear to faith, from agitation to peace. The 4th step is the release of control. Much of our inner turmoil comes from the exhausting attempt to control outcomes, to force life to unfold according to our limited perspective. But peace comes when we learn to hold our desires lightly, to do our part with excellence while trusting the larger intelligence to handle the details. This does not mean becoming passive or indifferent. It means recognizing that there is a wisdom at work in the universe that is far greater than our personal understanding. When we align ourselves with this wisdom, when we do our best and then release the results with faith, we tap into a flow of life that carries us forward with grace. Practice this release daily. After you have done all you can do about a particular concern, consciously place it in the hands of the infinite. Visualize yourself literally handing your worry over to a power greater than yourself. Say these words with sincerity. I have done my part. I now release this situation to divine wisdom and trust that all will unfold for the highest good. Feel the relief that comes with this release. Notice how your shoulders relax, how your breathing deepens. This is your natural state when you are not carrying burdens that were never meant for you to bear alone. The 5th and final step is the daily affirmation of peace. Words have tremendous power to shape our inner reality. When you consistently speak peace into your consciousness, you are planting seeds that must eventually flower into the very experience of peace itself. Create a personal peace affirmation and speak it multiple times throughout your day. It might be something like this. Peace fills my mind and heart. I am centered in divine tranquility. I move through this day with calm confidence and serene strength. Choose words that resonate with your soul and repeat them with conviction. Especially in moments when peace seems distant, when stress begins to rise, immediately speak your affirmation. Let these words be like an anchor that pulls you back to your center, back to the truth of who you are and the peace that is your natural inheritance. Now, my friend, you might wonder how these 5 steps work together in the practical living of your days. Let me paint you a picture of how this pathway unfolds. You awaken each morning, and before your feet touch the floor, you recognize your true nature as a spiritual being. This sets the tone for your entire day, reminding you that you are more than your circumstances, more than your worries. You spend 10 minutes in the silence, training your mind for stillness and connecting with the peace that lies within. This becomes your inner foundation, unshakable and serene. Throughout your day, you practice gratitude, shifting your focus from lack to abundance whenever anxiety tries to take hold. You release control over outcomes, doing your best while trusting the larger wisdom to guide the results. And in every situation, you affirm peace, speaking words of tranquility and strength that gradually reshape your entire consciousness. These are not complicated practices. They require no special equipment, no lengthy training, no perfect circumstances. They ask only for your willingness to turn within and discover the peace that has always been there, waiting for your recognition. The beautiful truth is that peace is not something you must earn or achieve. It is something you must simply uncover, like brushing away dust from a precious jewel. Each of these 5 steps is a gentle brushstroke, revealing more and more of the radiant serenity that is your true nature. As you walk this pathway day by day, you will notice something wonderful happening. The things that once disturbed your peace will lose their power over you. You will find yourself responding to life's challenges from a place of calm strength rather than anxious reactivity. Others will begin to notice the change in you. They will be drawn to the quality of peace that emanates from your presence. You will become a blessing to those around you, a living demonstration that serenity is possible even in a world that often seems chaotic. Remember, dear friend, that peace is not a destination to reach, but a way to travel. Every step you take on this pathway is itself a moment of peace realized. Do not wait until you have mastered all 5 steps to begin experiencing their benefits. Start where you are, with what you have, right now. The pathway to inner peace lies open before you. It leads not away from life, but deeper into life. Not away from your responsibilities, but deeper into the wisdom and strength needed to meet them with grace. Take the first step today. Recognize your true nature. Find your 10 minutes of silence. Notice something to be grateful for. Release one worry to divine care. Speak one word of peace to your soul. The sanctuary within awaits your homecoming. The peace you seek is seeking you. All you must do is walk the pathway, step by gentle step, back to the truth of who you are and the serenity that is your birthright. Begin now, and let peace be your companion on this beautiful journey of awakening.